The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Farr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. On first down, Mixon And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now Joe Mixon. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
2nd and 5 now.
Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
11.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Far. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on. Wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2nd down and 8.
Play action. Far. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Far. Flushed out right. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Mixon.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
3 yards the gain there, second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on third down. Far. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Nico Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Burrow on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend the lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
12, 12, 12. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on play action. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 69 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. This is Mixon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alton Robinson able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Far. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down. It's Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th and short, got a whole lot more than he bargained for. He almost scored.
Yeah, how about that? Because you know how it is when you get all those bodies near the line of scrimmage. You often get engaged by blockers, and you can't get your hands on the ball carrier. And he breaks free, and he goes almost the distance.
Harris. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Najee Harris. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon. And this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
45, 45, 45. You can't block me. You can't block me. 12.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Far. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what it...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Play action. It's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. Great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Check 59, Mike.
Off the play fake. Far. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Farr. On a slant, here's Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Farr. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Williams brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running football. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kevin King with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down. Here's Burrow sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where